Yo, hello everyone. So, long time I could not do it. So, let us start with, we'll just resume with our week 2, part 2. So, here we go to the question. I don't want to waste any time, so directly jumping into it. If you want me to interact, please chat there. Fine. Uh, let's read the question. Accept a string as an input. If input string is of odd length, then continue with it. If the input string is of even length, make the string of odd length by the following two steps mentioned below. If the last character is a period, which is a full stop in our case, then remove it. If the last character is not a period, then add a period to the end of the string. Call the string of odd length word. Select a substring made of these three consecutive characters from the word such that there are an equal number of characters to the left and right of the substring. Print the substring as an output. You can assume all the input strings will be in the lower case and will have a length of at least 4. Fine, okay. I didn't comment this previously. Let me comment it out. Okay, just a second. Yeah, the question is now a comment. So, first thing we need to accept an integer, that is, sorry, a string. So we'll take it as an input string as the name, input string equal to input, what is it? Input, enter a word. Fine, that's done. And then to this word, we have to check if this thing is of even length or odd length. So we use the length equal to len of the input string. So after doing that, what we need to do is, just a second, I'll just check everything out and everything is working fine. Uh, yeah, it should be working fine now. Okay. So getting back to our coding, after checking the length, what we do is we check if it is of even length or odd length. So if length uh, mod 2, length, yeah, length, where is mod 2 double equal to 0. So if it is even, then what do we do? So as said in the question, accept the string if the string length is of odd length, then continue. Otherwise, we have to do something to it. So considering it is of even length, and then we do something. So only if it is of even length, we have this condition. Otherwise, if it is of odd length, it won't even enter the loop and it should continue. Ends with, and ends with a period. Yes, if it ends with a period, then we have to just trim it out. That's what said right here. If the last character is a period, then just remove it. Okay. We are checking if it's a period. Then input string is equal to input string, and I use this function from beginning to the end minus 1. Else, that means it does not end with a string. So what we do is we just get this down. Input string, whatever it is, we have to append. We can use the append. Yeah, it should be working now. Okay, Joyce. It's odd, so it remains odd itself. Now, if I put u to y or u, u be e, it has the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I put YouTubes. So you get a period there, fine. And suppose you have YouTube with a period, you have 8 characters here. It becomes YouTube. Fine. This thing completely works. Okay. Let's go to the next part. Call this string of odd length word. Select the substring made of 3 consecutive characters from the word such that There are an equal number of characters to the left and right of the substring. Print this substring as output. You can assume that all input strings will be in lowercase and will have a length of at least 4. Okay, so let me see an example and I'll help you out with it. So suppose you have something like this. You have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You have an expected output of C, D, E. Let's look at one more case where you have A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K. Then you have the expected output as E, F, G. So C, then D, E. Okay, see, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have odd number of things here. So what happens is 7 by 2 is 7, that is floor division by 2 gives you around 2. So skip 2, then you have C, D, E, and here 2. Okay, over here, how you need at least 3 or what? Let me check, read it again. Call this substring of odd length, select a substring made of 3 consecutive characters from words such that there are an equal number of characters to left and right of the substring. Okay, it should always be of 3 things. So you should always select the middle 3 things. So over here EFG would be the thing because HIEFT here 4, here 4. Okay, got it to some extent. Okay, then how do we code this out? We have to take the middle thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 plus 1 is 8. We take the length plus 1, make it even, by 2. That comes around 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we take 4 minus 1, 4 plus 1. Same thing here. We have it till 11. So 11 plus 1, 12. 12 by 2 is 6. So 6 will be this one. 6 minus 1 plus 1. That is one way of doing it, I think. Let me think. Is there any other way of doing it? Hmm. I guess that would be the best way. So fine. So what do we do is now I guess we have to take the length again because length and then okay wait this thing is giving you the length. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. And index number is this thing n minus 1. So we need not increase it by plus 1. Here if you have a look for a better understanding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So over here, the length would be 7, but index number is this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll comment this out for better it is. Okay, so this is how it is. We have it till 6. We get the length as 7. So 7 by 2, we get 3. So 3 minus 1 and 3 plus 1, 2 and 4. So we can get it. So whatever is the length, so new input I'll put it as new string will be equal to input string from that would be from 1, no, not from 1, it would be from length minus 1 to length plus 1. So that should be giving us the length. No, we have to take the middle element, right? So we have to get it as mid equal to length minus 1, sorry, low division 2, and I have to change this mid and even this one by mid. And then we have to print it. Print what? We have to print new string. So that is what the question demands from us. I hope it's just done. It's settled. Enter a word. Joyce. Choice. O-Y. O-Y. Joyce. When it is 5. Okay, sorry. It should be Mm, mate plus one, mate plus two. It should go for mate plus two. That's what I think because mate plus one comes still D. It is like E and lesser than E, so it would you would get D. I put the above example now A B C F. Okay, I'm putting it there. So when I enter the word A B C D E F C E, okay, just to make it more clear, I'll put this thing here. Okay. So when we enter a word, suppose J O, I put A B C D E B C D. Okay, it works here. That example, whatever was given, if the thing is with a dot, A B C D E F G H I J K dot, we have E F G, we have E F G H I J K dot A B C D. Okay, then it removes the period and then it goes on. Okay, fine, this thing works. So cool enough. Let's go to the next question. So we are done with this thing. Um, I guess I'll try uploading this to Git and then sharing it to you. That should sound fair enough. Okay, seventh question. 7.py. Let me get the question for you. Okay, here's the seventh question. And for this question, we have been given an algorithm. Oh no, what just happened? A sequence of 5 words is called magical if ith word is substring. What kind of formatting is this? How do you copy without formatting? Copy and please give me a second. Okay, I'll try to just show you the question. Okay, fine. Yes, a sequence of 5 words is called magical if the ith word is substring of I plus one th. I plus, wait, it still isn't clear enough. Wait, why does it keep happening like this? Hmm. I guess I need to save this one. Please give me a moment of time. Till then, enjoy the movie. got the seventh question right here. Okay. Zoom out. A sequence of five words is called magical if the ith word is a substring of I plus one word for every I in range, one less than equal to I. Wait, yeah. So for I less than equal to the thing must be lying between 1 and 5 basically. Accept a sequence of 5 words as input, one word on each line, print magical if sequence is magical, nor not magical. So what I understood with the first reading is we have to accept some words, 5 words, and we have to print if it is magical or not magical. Okay, so I would better love to look at a few examples. Let us look at the examples what we have. So if you have things like these, so here is an example. I'll show you in Word. That's much better. Uh, okay, sorry, I was not sharing Word screen. Here you go. Input, there's some issue here. So you have some words like these, and then this is a magical sequence. Okay, and another sequence, if you have like this is not magical. That is what is told. Okay, fine. Let's see how we can do it. Going back to our VS Code, and I will paste the algorithm. So code with algorithm. Step one, get the 5 words as input, store each word in a separate variable. Okay, we'll go step by step. So first thing is, how do we store the words? As any naming convention that I would think is W1. W1 equal to input, enter word one, or just word, that is fine. And just copy it. So we have how many inputs? We have W2, W3, W4, W5. So yes, what is step two? Initialize variable count as 0. Okay, count equal to 0. Done. Step 3, for every I, if word I is substring of word I plus 1, increment count. Let's have a look at the question once more. Sequence of 5 words is called magical if the ith word is a substring of I plus 1th word for every word in range, except this thing is fine. Note str1 is a substring of str2 if and only if str1 is present as a sequence of consecutive characters in string 2. Okay, as given in the example, what they have given. So looking at that, in that example, you see A is present in AB, AB is present in ABC, ABC is present in ABCD, ABCD is present in ABCD is present in ABCDE. This thing works still here, but over here it still works. No, this thing it does not work. We'll have a try at this thing. Fine. Going back to our code, let's code this stuff. So we have to check basically if it is substring or not. For every I, if word 1 is a substring of word 2, increment count. Okay. So how do we check that? We check that by using this one. If word, we can use the in operator. If W1 in W2. That should work, I guess. If W1 and W2, then count plus equal to 1. And this thing we have to repeat for the 5 words. And that's all. Simple question. Not like this. So if, wait, why have I even repeated count? Here, no, not there. Here, here, here. Just move it. Okay. So we have if W2 and W3, we increase it again. If W3 in W4 and then W4 in W5. So this should be working fine enough. And then we check if count is less, no, it should be greater than equal to 4. Then it is magical. Wait, not greater than equal to 4. It should just be equal to 4. Then print it's magical. Else print it's not magical. Yep. So this is what it is. Let's run the code with whatever input they had given as an example. So I run it here. It's magical. We get it with this thing. Let's try with the second thing, which is not magical. Copy it and paste. It's not magical as expected. Fine. I would like to run it again. A B D C D S. Okay. A B S D W A B S A B S D W1. What do you think should output be? It's not magical. So that means in operator, the order matters. So just for practice, I'll create one more thing, 7.1.py for practice of the in operator. If we have a word like this, WER, word, in WRE, yeah, WRE, then print to, else it won't even work. Print, yeah, and it. So here you can see ended. This thing does not work here. So if we were to put here like this would work. True and ended. So that is about the in operator. Let's go to our next question, that is 8.py. So what question do we have now? Is this the eighth question? Eighth question is an amazing question. Hope you love it. It's basically for people who love chess. So here is the question. And this thing is also an image twist question. Please wait a moment till I get the image for you people. This thing would come here. And the image isn't much required, but it is also required. So we have our eighth question image here. Wow, we have a chessboard. So it's for people who love chess and even who don't. I really love chess. Maybe we can play once in a gaming channel too. Accept two positions as input. start, and end. Print yes if bishops at start can move to the end in exactly one move. Print no otherwise. Note that the bishop can move only along diagonals. So algorithm is given. Fine, we can paste the algorithm and we can do it. So what it says is we have to accept two positions as input start and end. Print yes if a bishop at start can move to end in exactly one move. Print no otherwise. Okay. So what it says is simple clear that we have a bishop here and it should be able to move to the end. Suppose we give the position as 1c is starting. It should be able to move till technically it should be able to come to f4 in one move. Assuming that there is no pieces here, that is what they meant here. So it cannot go from c1 to c4. So it should always be diagonal. So we can consider it to be a matrix and it should go in a diagonal. It's not always the principal diagonal. So if you have a principal diagonal, it's simple and easy. A1, B2, C3, D4, E5, and so on. Or you could go like B1, C2, D3, E4, and so on. So we have to see that and go on. Let's see what is the algorithm provided to us. This is the algorithm we get. So step one, get the start and end position as input and store them in separate variables. So get the start. So I'll take and start equal to input start position, POSITIN position, and then we have the end position and and this is start, not start. Okay. So we are done with part one. And then what do we do? Store the horizontal position as string A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Get the horizontal character and vertical value of start position in separate variable. Okay, then step get the horizontal value of character in expression of character and vertical value of the end position in separate variable. Hmm. So maybe so we could have it as wait, let me think of it for a second. Hmm. So basically, it would work on the position of difference. I'm just thinking of the logic how it would how it is built. So you have A2, so you have A2 and it moves to C4. In this case, how it would be going is A to C. So A to C, you have difference of 2 and 2 to 4, again difference of 2. That means it can move. So it basically goes in a square order. So it should move. How much it moves horizontally, it should also move vertically. That is pretty amazing, isn't it? I kind of enjoy this thing. So suppose we take this position B7 and this position. So it forms a square. So how much it moves towards right, it comes here. Instead of thinking it coming in this order of what do you say, as a diagonal, imagine it going four boxes towards left and coming four positions ahead over here. So that is what these people mean to do. And yep, I hope you understood the logic. Let's just put it into our code. Now it should be very simple since we understood the logic. After this question, we'll have a short break of 2 minutes. Yes, so step one done. Step to store the horizontal position as string. Okay, V1 pose and V2 pose. So if that was required, 1 second, please. Okay, fine. So it says step to store horizontal position, get the horizontal value and vertical value. So I'll take it as alpha. I'm doing this because A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I need to assign them some numbers. So if you have this one A, B, C, D, it is all caps, I guess. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. No, I don't need to go so much. So now I can assign values to these and I can perform index calculations because that thing isn't inbuilt in Python as I suppose right now in my beginner level guide of Python. Okay, then let's take the horizontal positions. H1 equal to horizontal position. We get it in start. So it is nothing but start start equal start of the very first. You put it as A1, B1. So starts from 0 till the end. Same goes for H2. This is going to be H2. And it's for end. I would love to print and check this once for confirmation. Print h1 comma slash n and then comma h2. So I'll enter the position a1, b5, a and b. Uh-oh, is this right? Just saw it right. Uh, you have start position e3 and goes f6. E and F. Yes, I'm getting the horizontal position. Same thing I would continue for the vertical ones. So for vertical, it would be V1 and no, V2. And it's the opposite. It starts from 1 till the end, starts from 1 till the end. Let me check V1, V2, F5, start position W2. Wait, did I enter W2? D5, 2 and 5, yes. So we print yes, L, print no. Let's start with A1 and go up to H8. Wait, type error. Okay, this is the place which I was talking about. You cannot get the absolute difference of A and B. Okay, we can use the index function. So we have H1 equal to what do we have? Alpha dot index of this thing start. So what this thing does is start this thing returns an what do you say? Suppose I put A1 here. Okay. So I get A. So the index of A here is 1. So alpha of 1 would be the horizontal value here. I mean to say here I get A. So what is the index of A here? Index of A is 0. If I input C here, so start, I put C3. So in C3, what output I get here is C. So index of C in alpha is 0, 1, 2. It is 2. So H2 stores 2. I hope you understood what I meant here. Same thing would apply here and just change start to end. So this thing should be working fine now. Let's test it out. Start position is F4 and it goes to E3. Uh, why isn't there any output? Alpha exception has occurred value error. Substring not found. Okay, I have been giving in this one. Huh. Really sorry about that. We could do it for both lower and upper, but I would stick on to only being giving upper as an input for simplicity's sake. So F4 and E3. Is there any error again? Type either V2 absolute, V2 minus V1. What is the error here? It shouldn't be the case. Type an unsupported string and string. Wait, V2 minus V1 start and end. It is a string. So F4. So F4. It should F4. I have to convert it to integer. Is it what? Is it so? Mm, yeah, because here you have string, right? So I should convert it to integer. So int small n, int of here also brackets and int. Hopefully this program works now. Not hopefully, it should work. Start position is F4 and position E3. Yes, we'll do it again. We'll go, we'll check with the diagram here. I mean to say, it's not a diagram, it is the board. We go from B1 to this E4. Let's go B1, B1 to D4. No, B1 to D4. Yeah, it won't go. It would go to D3. We check with that. Oh, what am I putting? Yeah. So B, oh no, not that. B1 to D3 is no. B1, D3. Mm, enter about B1. I was doing the wrong thing. B1, B3. Yes, it goes. So, end of the eighth question. Let's start with the ninth one. We'll start coding the ninth one after a short break. I'll give the question. Till then, if you want to try, good luck. Ninth question coming right in front of you. I better put the picture of it so it's easy for you. Okay, the question is here. Will be returning very soon. Till then, solve it. Hello everyone. So that was a good break. If you have solved it really cool enough. So let's see the question and solve it together. You have n gold coins with you. You wish to divide these among three of your friends under the following conditions. You have n coins. Suppose I have three coins. All three of you should get a non-zero share. So nine coins I divide three and three and three. Yep, it works. No two of them should get the same number of points. Okay, so if I have nine, no one should get the same number of points. I can divide it like 1, 2, 6. You should not have any coins left with you. The input has to be four lines. The first line contains the number of points with you. Next three lines will have the share given to your three friends. Hmm. Okay, I am not the one who is going to divide. The program is not going to divide. It is just going to check if it is fair or not. Uh, so the input for this case would be something like this. I'm going to show you in Word. Just a second. Yes. So this is the input. So you have 10 253. So 10 is the share. So 253. So yes, it adds up to 10. I don't have anything in between. Like 10, it adds up to 10. That means sharing is completely done. None of them are equal, cool enough. And what was the other condition that was told to us? The other condition that was told to us was no one should get same number of points, non-zero, and okay, basically everyone should have a non-zero thing. Okay, here you cannot because 4 and 4 are equal. Fine. Let's go. It's just a basic if condition checking thing. Let's start. For this to the algorithm, let's go with the algorithm so that it's easier to understand whatever is given. Okay, the first line of in as an integer. Okay, I take it as total or not total. I'll take it as n equal to in of input of enter the total number of points. And after that, take the first line as an integer, get the next three lines as integer, share 1, share 2, and share 3. Okay, share 1 equal to int of that input of enter the share 1, and this thing should continue for 2 and 3. This is share 2 and this is share 3. Yes, step 3, initialize a boolean variable is fair as true. Okay, initialize is fair as true. We have done. And then we have to check the conditions, I think. Check for opposites of given three conditions one by one. Okay, you have to check. Oh, really sorry. I was not sharing my screen of VS Code. Okay, so what I did was I took n as an input integer, total number of points, then share 1, share 2, and share 3, and then declared is fair to be true. Just copying and doing it from the algorithm here. And now the algorithm says that I have to check for the opposite condition. So if opposite condition is true, is fair becomes false, and that is what we are supposed to print. If that's how we are supposed to go, right? So if any of the shares is equal to 0, if share 1 double equal to 0, or share 2 double equal to 0, or share 3 double equal to 0. If any of them is equal, then is fair is fair is false. Same thing if so the condition was all three of them should get non-zero shares, no two of them should get the same number of points. So if share 1 equal to share 2 or share 2 double equal to share 3 or share 3 double equal to share 1, then this pair is false. Similarly, when we go for the next one, we have our next condition is what? You should not have any points left in between. So basically, this thing share 1 plus share 2 plus share 3 should be equal to, if it is not equal to 10, not 10, sorry, it should not be equal to what is that? Whatever is given to us n. Then it is not fair. Then is fair is false. And if is fair is false or nothing, we'll go like print is fair. That would be much better, I think. So when I take run it, we have like total number of coins. I have 15 coins. I divide it as 6, 2, 8, and I would put 7. So yes, that is a fair distribution. I have 15 points and I can give one guy 14, another 2, and another 0. Yes, it does not work. Number of coins is 12. One gets 0, another gets 1, another gets 11. Yes, false. It should be false. Then what else are the condition? I have 15. One guy gets 15, another gets 14, another gets 16. That is false. And the other condition, yeah, if they are equal. So I put 6, 6, 3, false. Cool enough. This thing works. Let's go for the next question. 10.py. So next question coming up. Accept a real number x as an input and print the greatest integer greater than or equal to x on the first line, followed by the smallest integer greater than or equal to x on the second line. Okay, we have to print two lines basically. That is what is there. If we have 1.3, we have to print 1 and 2. If we have 5.8, we print 5 and 6. So this is basically GIF function, greatest integer function, and this is the smallest integer function, LIF. Okay, so let's do it. We have int, we take a number x equal to int of input of enter a real number. So when we take a real number, what do we do next? We can use the ceil and float function for this, but I think it's better that we don't go by that. Let's try to decode our logic by our own. How I would take is so accept x as an integer, print the greatest integer less than or equal to x on the first line. Greatest integer. So suppose you have I take 8.6. So I should get 8. Hmm, I can do floor division here. So let me see. Print whatever is the number x bar bar 1. So if I put 8 point, wait. I guess so if I put 8.6, error. Oh, sorry, it shouldn't be an int. It should be a float. Enter real number 8.6, 8.0. No, it should be an integer overall. So I'll put it as, I'll go here and I do this one. And enter real number 8.6, 8. Cool. Once more. Enter a real number 9.6, 9. Suppose I have 9.0, it should be 9 itself. Okay, that thing works. And suppose it is to 5.8, I need to get 6. And what if it is 6? Lowest integer. Hmm. So GIF is sorted, greatest integer is done. So enter integer number, and now I need to get here 9. Or suppose if it is this thing should also work for 8.0 and a 9.0. If it is 8.0, this thing works. So what if I have to print the lowest integer is 8 itself? What do I do now? What if I divide it by 0.9? No, I should not. If it is 8.0, or first thing I can convert this thing to integer here. What is the other way? Let me think. Please give me some time. Even you can think if you know something, please to type it here in the chat box if you're watching now. Hmm. e- I was thinking like if it was 8.6, whatever it is, I get here plus 1, but that won't work here, right? So for that, what would I do? Let me see what happens here. If I put 9 or print or what do you say 8.0, is it an error? Okay, I don't even need to do this step here, I think. This is totally waste of time. So integer of this thing would give me this. Hmm, no other way I can think of. Okay, this might have an error. Suppose wait, I put it as enter a real number. I put minus 9.6. I get minus 9. So it should be minus 9. It's the greatest integer less than equal to x. So which is the greatest integer? 9.6 is. So in a number line, you have 9.6. 10 is here. That is our greatest integer function. Greatest integer, but it should be less. Minus 9 is more than 9.6, so you cannot do that. So the best way and the actual way of doing it would be getting the fractional part of it. So how do you get the fractional part? So here is how you do it, how it is actually solved. So I take the fractional part as x minus the minus integer part of x. So this gives me a fractional part. If x double equal to, if the fractional part is double equal to 0, that basically means the 8.0 situation, then print integer of x and x. It would be the same for both cases. Else if the fractional part is greater than 0, so you have it like this case 8.6. So in that case you just print this thing, and the integer part of x, int of x minus 1 of plus 1. Second line followed by the smallest integer greater than equal to this SIF function. And else the only case remaining it is negative. So negative means suppose I take minus 9.6. So in that case I would have to print this thing minus 1 and this one, because 9.6, the greatest integer would be less than this is minus 10, and smallest integer which is bigger than this is minus 9. That is what input do. So this should give us the result. Let's try with all the scenarios we have done up till now. So real number 8, it does that. No, 8.0. Yep, it does that. Next, real number 9.6, 9 and 10, yes. Minus 9, no, not minus 9. Minus 9.6 by 8 and something like that. So smallest, yes, this is how it is. I hope you have understood this question. Let's go to the next question. Question 15. Listen to the music while I get the question for you. class teacher has decided to split her entire class into four groups, namely Sapphire, Period, Ruby, Emerald, for sports competition. For dividing the students into these four groups, she has followed the pattern given below. Okay, one, two, three, four, matrix. Okay. All students are represented by the roll numbers based on the above pattern. Given roll number as input, print the group students belong to as output. So if it is suppose 1, modulus operator, it gives you reminder 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last thing will give you reminder as 0. Yeah, this thing it is gotten. I use the concept what we use in complex numbers of like I square, I cube, I power 4. Same way we can do it for this. Hmm. Okay, so let us begin with it. First, I need to input the roll number. Roll number equal to n of in input of enter the student roll number. So after that, what are we supposed to do? Hmm. Yeah. Is there any faster way of doing it? No, not right now. If roll mod 4 double equal to 1, then print the house name here. Print whatever it is, Sapphire house. What house is it? SAPPHIRE. Okay. And same thing, we keep on doing it. I'll just copy paste it. You're here to learn concepts, not to waste time. Sapphire period. Uh, as explained, last row will have the reminder 0, this row will have reminder 3, this row 2, and this row 1. So whatever number you give, it should be working with it completely fine. Let's test it. So we have a student roll number maybe 12, student roll number is 15, Ruby. 15 will have reminder 3. Yes, that is how it goes. Student roll number 4, Emerald. Yes. You can go and check it. I'll be sharing it by tomorrow maybe. Or you can just code it out. This is how it works. Let's go for the 12th one. We got PY. And the question for the 12th one is I again need to take a picture of it. So here is the 12th question. Uh, yeah. A data science company wants to hire data scientists from IIT Madras. The company follows a certain criteria for selection. If a student to be selected, the number of backlogs should be at most 5 and CGPA should be greater than 6. If student does not fit the above criteria, then the student is not offered the job. If student is selected, then salary offer is equal to 5 times his or her CGPA in lakhs. CGPA is float of the student as input. Huh, what a question. Fine, first thing what we need to do is get the backlog and the CGPA as input. Okay, let's do very quick coding. I might not talk a lot while coding this one. Should be at most 5 backlogs and CGPA should be greater than 6. Okay, backlog says integer, CGPA is float. Okay. 12th one. Okay. Backlog is integer int an input and enter the backlogs and then I won't do that. Then CGPA equal to float or input enter your CGPA if backlog let's just be if backlog greater than 5 then wait 12th one. Otherwise, what should you do? We have to first print selected. Print selected and if it's not then we print this. Fine. Simple program. So a guy has a backlog of 4 and CGPA of 7. So package is 35. That is what is expected. The selected is not necessary. Okay. And suppose a person has a backlog of 6 and yet has a CGPA of perfect. Wait, selected? Oh, sorry. This thing should be not selected. Not selected. Question mark. No, exclamatory mark. Backlog 6 and 9.99. Not selected. We have one backlog and CGP of 9.99. You get a 49.95 lakh package. Congratulations. Okay, next question. 13.py. While I get the question. got it in PDF format. Okay. Uh, a question in a PDF format. You can have a look at it here. I've just pasted it. So for now, let's look at the question in Word. Okay. Here's the question. A test match happened between Team A and Team B. The scores of teams in both the innings are given as input in 8 lines. In the format given below. The first 2 lines represent the score of Team A in the first innings, and the next 2 lines represent score of Team A in the second innings. Likewise, the last 4 lines represent the scores of Team B in both innings. The numbers in second, fourth, sixth, and eighth line represent the number of wickets lost by team, and the numbers in first, third, fifth, seventh represent the runs scored. So 120 runs scored, 10 wickets, 210 runs scored, 10 wickets, 15 runs scored, 10 wickets, 18 runs scored. Okay, in the above example, the team A scored 120 runs for loss of 10 wickets in the first 2 innings and 210 for loss of 10 wickets in the second innings. Okay, team A plays first and team B plays second. Your task is to determine the winner of the match. Process to decide the outcome. Team A wins if and only if the sum of its scores. Mm, yeah. Team A wins if and only if the sum of its scores in both the innings is greater than the sum of the scores of Team B in both the innings. And Team B lost all the 10 wickets in the second innings. Team B wins if the sum of its scores in both the innings is greater than the sum of score of Team A in both the innings. Yeah, it seems complicated, I guess. So I would not tend to read it. I'll see the process a little later. I am not here to just blabber it out. I want to make it interesting and so that there is something like if I was the viewer here, I don't want it to be so pale and it should not be like I'm not understanding. So I am just telling you the thinking process which I am having right now. Team A has 120 and 10 balls, 10 wickets, 210. 210 plus 2, 120, 210 is greater than 15 and 89. Okay, this thing is just repeated. Okay, if they lose all 10 wickets, it's still a loss. Hmm. Should I come back to this question right now or a little later? Suppose I'm in exam and I need to do it, so I have to do it. Coming back to VS Code with less talk and more coding. Let's go back. So we have inputs in this way. That is Team A score 1, Team A wicket 1, Team A score 2, Team A wicket 2. Team B wicket 1, wicket score 1, wicket 1, S2, S3. Okay, once again, I'll install this thing. That is sum equal to AS is 1 plus S2. Similarly, we have to do for B. Just a second. Okay, we take A and B sum, and after that, we have to check if team A sum is greater than this thing. If A sum is greater than B sum and B sum, oh, B two wickets, VW will equal to 10. No, not L. It should be a draw, right? L sprint. So here is our program simple. We take inputs and process it out given the conditions. Just wait a second. I thought I could show you PDFs here. Okay, yeah, got it. So it is a if A wins and only if the score of both is greater than that, B loses. B lost all 10 wickets only then, and draw if match ends in draw. Okay, yeah. Let's copy the example and paste it out. First run it and then I'll get the input. Okay, this input and team A is the winner. Cool enough. And the next input. Okay, let us put it out here. So it's a draw. Okay, so this was a 13th question. Let's go to the 14th and 15th one. Please wait. Okay, let us go with the 14th question. So 14.py and the question coming right in front of you and just a second, it's loading. Please wait. Okay, so we have a 14 question that thing also I need to paste it as a PDF. Okay, so this is the question. A word is said to be perfect if it satisfies all the following criteria. All vowels A, E, I, O, U should be present in the word. Let the vowels be represented V1 equal to A, V2, E, V3 is I, V4 is 5, V5 is U in that case, and it should be in lexical order. That is, what is this thing? Okay, it is nothing but I must be less than J. It just got some of the things get repeated when I just copy it directly. So I must be less than J in this case. So A should come before E and E should come before I in that order. If I is less than J, then count the VI, and then count of VI should be greater than or equal to count of VJ. Okay, do we have any examples? We do have few examples. So let's see what are the examples. A and D is not a perfect thing. AS. Is AS an actual word? I didn't know that. AEIOUS. And I don't think serious is a word. CROUS. Yes. Okay, fine. So we have to do this thing. So on going back to VS Code, let's think. First, we have to write the word, isn't it? So this thing. First, we input the word. So word equal to input of. Then we have to count the number of the letter A, E, I, O, U. So I do A count. Wait, not that. A count equal to word dot count of I have to count letter A, and this thing should be repeated for A, E, I, O, U. A, E, wait, not three. E, I, O, and U. E count, this is U count. E, I, O, and U. So I get the count of all these things, and the total count, I have to take the total count of it. So that total count. So count equals how much? It should equal to a count plus, I'll just keep copying this. E, I, O, and U. So the total count is done. And the condition we have to check is this exact condition. If, wait, yeah, if word dot index of A is less than word dot index of E, word dot index of I dot word dot index. So suppose we have a word, suppose I said A, E, I, O, U, S. So A should come before E should and E should come before I and I should come before O and U and S. So that is being checked here. And after that, the count must also be in the same order. So we have to do it in this way. Wait, what just happened? Yeah. Hmm, I just added an underscore here. A count must be less than E count. E count must be less than I count. And I count must be less than O count. O count must be less than U count. And U count can be anything. So if it is so, we have it like print it is a perfect word. And we exit the program. Else print. It's not a perfect word. That's it. Let's go and check it. We have a word AEIOUS. It is a perfect word. Yes, we have one more thing. Suppose I put A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. This is also a perfect word. Let's go with the keyword T, sequence. It is not a perfect word, of course. Let's see. YouTube. What have I done here? Substring not found. What is the error for? It does not even have the letter A. That is the issue. So if it does not have A, wouldn't enter. Okay, before that, I need to check this. I forgot it. Checking that. The total count, if total count greater than 5, only then it should be entering this thing. Otherwise, it should not, right? And any other condition that I didn't check? And it's not a perfect word. INT, yeah, internet. Internet is also not a perfect word, so no one is perfect. Let's go to the next question. Question number 15. 14 question PDF. Let me upload it. Just give me a second. So 14 question, you'll have it here. Yes, you have 14 question here as a PDF. You can check that thing out. Let's go to the last question of the day. 15th question. There is a lot more to do. 15 question. This thing can be directly copy pasted. Accept four integers as input and write a program to print these integers in non-decreasing order. Non-decreasing order. That is increasing order. The input will be four integers in full lines. The output should be in a single line with all the integers separated by a single space in non-decreasing order. Okay, sample input. What do we have? We have 5, 10, 9, 9. It should be 5, 9, 9, 10. That is all about it. Minimum of, no, not minimum, it should be maximum. Max of A, comma B, comma C, comma D. On doing that, we are left with two spots. P, Q, R, no, P, Q, we have P, Q, R, S. S is the largest one. Or for betterment sake, I'll take it as N1 and here I'll take it as N2. This should be N4 because it is the largest. So we are remaining with, we have to get N2 and N3. So how do we get N2 and N3? So I am thinking in this way. If A double equal to, if N1 is double equal to A or N2, so I want to check if the number A, the first number which you have entered, if it is largest or smallest. If it is largest or smallest, then just ignore it. And if then you have three more numbers pending. That is B. if b is equal to n1 or b is equal to n4, then what do we have? I have n3 and n4. Yeah, not n3, n2 and n3 here. So that is going to be equal to min of whatever is remaining. That is going to be C and D, C comma D, and it is going to be maximum. The n3 is going to be maximum of these two numbers. And if B suppose is not the minimum or maximum, it could be C, that is minimum or maximum, right? This thing should keep on going. Isn't the code becoming very long? Let us think of a better way doing it. Give me some time. Let me think what would be a good way of doing this. You can think in the meantime and please comment if you have anything. Okay, for this thing, I guess I will use list. List is the best way I think of doing this. Instead of doing all these, I'll take a number list, number equal to int of, I have to take four numbers, right? For I range of 1 to 4, range of 4. Then, and I have number which is an empty list. The number here becomes number dot append int of input of enter a number. So this thing should take four numbers. Let me just check it once. Enter the number 45 list. Now sorted is a list. So sorted dot num dot delete. No, delete isn't a command. Um, Let me see. Please wait for a minute. Let me see what is the opposite of append. For opposite of append method, we have pop. So dot pop the minimum of number and then print sorted. Enter a number 45, 96, 58, 56. Index out of range. Oh, okay, I have to take index in index of min. Index is not defined. I was sure that index was a function. So instead of index, what do you have? Index of function in by configuring a Google search. My data is really very slow. How do I select the source? Source comes in from the condition of my network. That is the reason I take so long to just even stream. Today was the best day when I had best internet, yet it comes like this. Will it this thing even load? My stream has also ended, I guess. I don't know. Music. Index function. The index function is a powerful versatile function. Please tell me by index function of Python. Element starter and position. List of words in a vowel. Okay. Print index. This thing should work, right? Let me try again. Let me see what is min of this thing return in VS Code. So print min of number. So when you have min of number, I'll take only three here now, or two is better. Take number 15 and 63. 15 is returned. That is cool. So what if I give number dot index of, okay, I think I have to put in number dot index, min of number. 1563. Yes. Okay, that was the mistake which I was making here. So range of 4. It was not getting from which it took. See, small things make such huge changes. Print sorted. This should work, otherwise I'll get a lot irritated. 1545, 85, 936. Yes, this thing works. But I should not be printing in this way. I should print one at a time. Print. Let me print it in a folder. Or or why do I even need to create a sorted list? I can do it directly, right? I'll go like, instead of doing this, I'll go print minimum of number, comma, and equal to a space. Enter a number here, as you can see down here. This thing will be, let us put a number 108, 1196, 1080, and the last one 960. So finally, successfully, we have done 15 questions of week 2. Next, we'll have the next level of questions of week 2 that would end our week 2 tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll stream and we complete week 2. Thank you everyone for tuning in.